Roku makes my favorite streamers, but it has a whopping 5 new models for 2017. Which one should you get? My pick for most people is the $70 Roku Streaming Stick Plus. Sure, it's more expensive than most of the others, but it's still affordable and its mix of features and capabilities is the best on the market. I'll tackle the other Rokus later in this video, but for now, let's take a closer look at the Plus. This tiny stick is designed to plug into the HDMI port on your TV and remain out of sight. It includes a cable with something called an advanced wireless receiver that's supposed to improve Wi-Fi reception. In my test, it didn't make much of a difference, but Wi-Fi reception was still fine. More important is its 4K HDR video output. The Streaming Stick Plus is one of the least expensive streamers to deliver the highest quality 4K and high dynamic range videos from Netflix, Amazon, Vudu, and other apps. If you have a compatible 4K TV, that means you'll be getting the best picture for your streaming dollar. And even if you don't have a 4K TV yet, chances are good that your next TV will be 4K. The Plus is cheap enough that you might want to get it now anyway and be ready for the future. My favorite new feature is the remote's ability to control your TV. Buttons for power and volume are programmed automatically during setup using the information contained in your television, so you probably won't have to do anything to set it up. Worst case, you'll have to type in the TV maker's name. Otherwise, everything I like about Roku is on board, including the best search in the business, simple menus that are easy to customize, and more apps, 4K and otherwise, than the competition. And all that goodness trickles down to the cheaper Rokus too. My next favorite is the $50 Streaming Stick, which is basically the non-4K version of the Plus. Its remote can do TV control and voice search too, and response times were just as snappy. If you have absolutely no plans to get a 4K TV, save the $20 and get the standard stick. And if you don't care about that TV control remote with voice search, get the Roku Express. Unlike last year's version, it's plenty snappy to respond. It's not a stick, so you need an HDMI cable, but it's still tiny. This is my go-to pick for ultra-budget streaming hardware. For people with older TVs that lack HDMI ports, Roku sells the $40 Express Plus. It comes with a set of yellow, red, and white analog cables, so you can infuse that ancient set with a full suite of modern apps. Finally, there's the most expensive Roku, the $100 Roku Ultra. It has all the capabilities of the Streaming Stick Plus, including 4K HDR, in traditional streaming box form. Its remote has a headphone jack for private listening, there's a cool remote finder that makes the clicker beep if it gets lost, and you can connect an Ethernet cable if your Wi-Fi isn't great. Those features probably aren't worth another $30 to most people, unless they just want the best Roku, period. In the end, Roku's 2017 lineup has a streamer for everyone, but the star is a Streaming Stick Plus.